Welcome back, everyone. In this short video we're going to go ahead and add the battery holder to the TekBot frame. To do this we're going to need two 440 nuts and two 440 3/8 of an inch long screws to do this. So essentially your first step is to take this screw and start it into the battery holder. Based on the battery holder you have, you'll either have two outer holes, kind of what I'm pointing at here like this one, or you might have two holes that are slightly inset, maybe even in the middle of the battery location. The TekBot frame is designed to accommodate both of those variants that might arrive for you. This might be a hard thing to start. If your hands are not as strong as mine, you will want to use a screwdriver and kind of screw this in a little bit so that it protrudes from the back. I recommend that you do both of those first to make sure they protrude from the back side. Once they're both sticking out a little bit, we're going to go ahead and mount this. This is going to define which side of this frame is actually the bottom, because the battery holder goes on the bottom. So once we put this in, this is now the bottom side, just like that. Okay. We'll go ahead and we'll screw those in as far as we can by hand, no bolts on them yet, just to make sure that they stick out a little bit on the back side. It was really important that when we selected these screws that they were not overly long, because if they are overly long, this metal is actually going to stick up and touch the bottom of the boards that are going to be layered on top of it. Oops, fell off right there. So that's why we want to be sure that we're using the proper 440 screws to this. Again, those are 3/8 inch long. Okay. Holding the nut in place with one finger, we're going to go ahead and get it started. Okay. And we're going to do it again on the other side. Now I want to make sure that these get nice and snug. So I'm actually going to use a pair of pliers. These are monstrous pliers that I just happen to have handy to really get a good firm hold on these. Giganto pliers. And then I'm going to tighten up against that just to make sure that they're nice and snug. Now you can over tighten them. You could tighten them to the point where you actually crack the acrylic. So I won't go that far, but I just want to be sure that I'm not going to lose these nuts in this battery holder as my little robot is driving around doing its best to do awesome things. So almost done, snugged up. All right. And there we go, there's our TekBot.